using lanes 33 and 34 for the championship round finals here at Marcel's Olympic Bowl. Ernie Schlegel will lead off the action on lane 33.
I start. I'm starting. Are we ready?
Ernie's finding out if we're ready. We're telling him we're always ready. As you can hear already, Ernie Schlegel is wearing a wireless microphone, so we'll be able to tune in on his thoughts.
Oh, that was a great opening shot for Ernie, and Ernie is exciting. I'll tell you, at 53 years old, he's liable to, well, here he goes. He's talking already. He's going to put on a good show for us.
The question is, can Norm Duke turn out that show?
Well, I think if anybody can, Norm certainly should be able to. He's a veteran player, and, you know, he's not above a little gamesmanship himself.
Could be an interesting match.
Well, it's going to be.
Cross lane at the 10 pin. No trouble for Mr. Schlegel. Norm Duke, the smallest member on our telecast tonight at 5'5", 123 pounds, now living in Clearmont, Florida.
Oh, no, that's a bad break. If Norm's going with a little more hook, which is his style, and that light hit is generally strikes.
And the crowd gets behind Duke. It seems like everywhere he goes with that chant of Duke, Duke, Duke. So if you're listening in the background, that's what you're hearing.
And Norm will throw the ball very straight at this 4-pin. And no trouble. Well, here we see Norm Duke. He takes, I believe, 6 steps. Starts the ball, pushes it out very nicely. Very loose and free arm swing. As you can see, getting into his, at the shoulder high, getting into his slide, and right toward his target. He's really a very, very good-looking bowler to watch.
Boy, look at how close he got to that foul line with the heels hanging off the back. He has to do that perfect every time. And speaking of perfect, a perfect strike.
And that ball stopped hooking at the last part of the lane. It sort of held up.
Hooked out.
Hooked out, as they say. As we say.
Ernie Schlegel, the oldest member on the telecast tonight at 53 years of age, from Vancouver, Washington. 5'11", 165 pounds. Well, all 165 pounds into that shot.
Yeah, he looks good, and he's very businesslike.
We all remember the last time that we saw Ernie Schlegel. Here it is, November the 8th, 1995. He put on quite a show in Pittsburgh that night when he won the Turning Players Championship. Well, that was a close match. Let's hope we have a close match this time.
I sure hope so. This is a shot that Ernie really wants. He wants to get out the lead immediately, put the pressure on Norm Duke, because Norm's a great player.
Gotta keep him quiet. I can't concentrate.
Well, Ernie got distracted a little bit.
3 seconds there.
Ernie's always been known to let things bother him.
Yeah, he has, and I think in recent years he's done a lot better, but he still lets things get to him.
Cross lane at the 10 pin. Flush.
Well, he throws the ball so straight at those 10 pins, although he throws the ball pretty straight on his first ball, too. Shouldn't be any problem for him anytime he looks a spare conversion.
He was telling me earlier, I think you were there, too, that in one of the blocks, in the night blocks, he used a rubber ball from the 1950s and 60s and shot over 200 over, averaged over 230 with that ball.
Yeah, leave it to Ernie. Well, and Norm Duke got the same fate as Ernie Schlegel. Threw a really good shot, left the half 10. Norm seems to be having some kind of problem. Oh, Ernie was in the wrong seat. That's the problem.
Gamesmanship going on already here.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Norm Duke. Ernie kneeling down to the side. Cross lane at the 10 pin. No trouble. ESPN News. Can't get enough sports news? Well, ESPN has the answer. Coming November 1st, the first ever 24-hour all-sports news network is coming to your television. Catch the premiere of ESPN News on ESPN at 7 p.m. November the 1st. Call your cable operator or satellite program provider to get that news. Even match, fourth frame. Ernie Schlegel up, working on a spare. Perfect. Marshall. Supposedly Ernie was in the wrong chair. Are there rules for that?
Well, there are. You know, when your opposition is on the right-hand lane, you're in the left-hand chair. When he's on the left-hand lane, you're in the right-hand chair. But last week when I was bowling in Detroit, I kept forgetting to get out of the left-hand chair. Okay, as we see Ernie's delivery, five-step approach, another very, very free arm swing. Now, he almost releases the thumb and fingers at the same time. Doesn't put a lot of heavy roll on the ball, but beautifully balanced at release.
These new reactive resin balls really help him.
Well, they certainly have. They've helped his game quite a bit, and he was a great bowler before, but they've given him that extra 10-pin carry that he's always needed.
Just like that. You called that one, Marshall.
Yeah, that's the shot he wanted. Look, he's got those eyes going.
Norm Duke, fifth frame, needs a strike to even the match.
He left the half 10 on this lane the last time. I think he's going to throw the ball, try and get a little fuller into the pocket. And there's his adjustment. He didn't want to hit light again, and he overcompensated and didn't let the ball freely release off his hand. We can see his shot. He just guides this ball. You know, you cannot guide the ball down the lane. You've got to let it go. And really fortunate to get the 7-pin out of that.
Potential split, yeah.
Yeah, just leaves a 6-10, and very good spare shooter. Shouldn't be any problem.
And isn't. Norm Duke, though, falls behind for the first time in the match. He's 10 pins behind. We're halfway through the opening match, and you can see the score right there. Schlegel working on those two strikes.
Yeah, Ernie finally got himself in the right chair.
Not much room back there. They bump into one another going across that little space.
It's tight quarters.
In the pocket, but leaves the 4-pin.
Now, that ball didn't hook out quite as much as his first delivery on the left-hand lane.
Shaking his head there. That's never a good sign.
Yeah, you can see his ball rolling down the lane. In the first frame of that lane, his ball hooked out much earlier. That ball got a little fuller, and then it stopped hooking, but it wasn't quite soon enough.
At the 4-pin. He's made this before, makes it now. But spares may not beat our senior citizen here.
No, I don't think so. This is really a shot that Ernie's going to really want. He's talking. Let's listen to him.
He runs it out, and Catherine stands up and doubles up her fist.
Here we go.
Well, Catherine here he goes, Ernie Schlegel with that straight trajectory that he likes to use. That ball was a little left of his target, but he knows it's going to hold pocket, and he loves it. Watch this reaction. Run for him, Ernie. All right. He's fun to watch.
Well, his goal is to win 10 titles. He has 6, so he looks at this as an opportunity to get number 7.
Well, he sets his goals high, and he really has been doing his best bowling in the last few years. This could really put the heat on him.
Original, baby.
There's Catherine. I'll tell you what, she is his, and there's his daughter, Darlene. Catherine is his biggest supporter, without a doubt.
But the question is, though, who's more intense, Ernie or Catherine?
Catherine.
Okay.
And that's saying a lot.